One of the subjects I've struggled learning is the Stefan-Boltzmann law. This is a statement that the total radiated heat energy emitted from a surface is proportional to the fourth power of its absolute temperature. This was formulated by Joseph Stefan and Ludwig Boltzmann. This law applies to black bodies. The hotter the object, the more it radiates at all wavelengths, and can be used to determine for planets and stars. Its primary purpose is one way for scientists to measure the temperature of the star based on its luminosity. It also provides an easy way for us to estimate the radius of it. We also just learned about the HR diagram. The HR diagram can also use the Stefan-Boltzmann law. By looking at where the stars are plotted, you can use the Stefan-Boltzmann law and plug in the luminosity and their temperature to determine their radius. And one analogy that you can think of this as is a large burner being comparable to a red giant and a small burner being comparable to a white dwarf. And then put the heat all the way to low on the larger one and the heat all the way to high on the smaller one. And then determine which would boil faster. This is another way of thinking of how the Stefan-Boltzmann law applies. Another thing and reason I think that this is important to understand is because it continually appears in our learnings. We've also had to we learned about it from the beginning all the way to now, and it's constantly reappearing. I think an easier way to learn this would be to see more experimentations and analogies used in class with more household items and understanding the way it works rather than just reading it through presentations.